I'd like to welcome everybody to CKJ Crypto News. So it begins, or State Bank of India. Very good video here, guys. I did a deep dive on Dave Malpass, the new World Bank president, who I actually tied to Ripple before he was the World Bank president. Guys, I jumped down the rabbit hole on Dave Malpass, and I got to thinking about this right here. I see you, Malpass. So we're going to do a quick deep dive on this scenario right here, where Bearable Guy said, Bearable Guy 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Now, this is actually where he highlighted this again very recently. But if you guys recall, two birds, one stone. I see you, Malpass. He was relating to Malpass from the community and Malpass being elected to the World Bank. So we got a really good, interesting video here. Like I said, guys, plans within plans, two birds, one stone. And then I ran across this, actually was kind of compelling too. We will talk more about this picture also. So, if you guys recall correctly, it all started when Bearable Guy highlighted to me that the World Bank president was saying that cryptocurrency was a Ponzi scheme. Cryptocurrencies are like Ponzi scheme, World Bank chief says. Cryptocurrencies are Ponzi schemes. But what I thought was interesting, if you look down here, World Bank Bitcoin is not a Ponzi scheme. So I'll actually link these in the description. But there's an article from the World Bank where the guy came out disputing what the World Bank president said. But if you recall correctly, guys, right after he came out and said crypto was a Ponzi, Young Kim resigns as World Bank president. And that's when we have Dave Malpass elected into the World Bank. Now, this is what I'm saying, guys, plans within plans. So I decided to jump down the Dave Malpass rabbit hole to kind of see the history of Dave Malpass and see if I could tie him to Ripple, and I did. And also just some of his history as far as the Department of Treasury and the executive order, because that comes from the Department of Treasury, which highlights Ripple. I'm here to tell you guys there's plans within plans, and there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on, that's for sure. So this is Dave Malpass. He was elected to the World Bank by Trump, but it also came from the Department of Treasury. Now, I did do some research on Dave Malpass. Malpass sits on the board of UBS funds. So I said, whoa, UBS is a Ripple partner. 7 leading banks join Ripple's global network, and one of those is UBS right here. So I did a little bit deeper diving on UBS cryptocurrencies beneath the bubble, and this is from 2017. And if you go down here, guys, on this right here, no, they already pointed out on Ripple Insights that UBS is a Ripple partner, but it's also pointed out in here, consumer markets and their interaction with the Internet of Things. Finally, we have another consortium project pairing us with R3, as well as a project with Ripple on real-time cross-border payments. So basically, at the time they're coming out with this beneath the bubble, Dave Kim is calling cryptocurrencies a bubble. He's being replaced, and Dave Malpass sits on the board of UBS funds, and at this time they are working with Ripple. So I'm pretty sure Dave Malpass is fully aware of Ripple technology, and if he's not aware of that, I mean, just check this out right here, guys. We got Mark Carney right here, Fourth Industrial Revolution. We got Dave Malpass right here, new World Bank president. Right here we got Christine Lagarde. We got Stephen Mnuchin. Well, Christine Lagarde, cryptocurrency disrupting the system. Stephen Mnuchin, back in the FATF on global cryptocurrency regulation. So we got a lot of players here that actually ties to Ripple. We know Ripple right here, Department of Treasury, executive order highlighting Ripple. Him and Dave Malpass were both on the Treasury Department at the time of creating this executive order. Here's Mark Carney. Bank of England is a paid Ripple customer. Also sits on the board of the Bank of International Settlements. And need I say more, Madame Lagarde is here also. So the World Bank president resigns after calling crypto a Ponzi scam. He calls crypto a Ponzi. The next thing you know, he resigns. David Malpass is put in. Now, if you check the history of David Malpass really quick, guys, there's something else I wanted to show you. Dave Malpass serving on the president of the World Bank. Malpass previously served under Secretary Treasury Donald Trump. If you guys recall correctly, Executive Order 13772, Core Principles for Regulating the United States Financial System, Stephen Mnuchin. The Treasury releases report on non-bank financials. So Dave Malpass is in the Department of Treasury at the time of the release of the executive order. He's fully aware of this amazing technology. During his 2016 presidential election, Malpass served as an economic advisor to Donald Trump, and in 2017 he was nominated under Secretary of Treasury of International Affairs. So in 2017 he actually was in the Department of Treasury. The executive order didn't come out till July 3rd, 2018. So, when was he elected to the World Bank? Since 2019. So exactly, guys, he was working at the Department of Treasury when they wrote the executive order. He was there when World Bank Kim said crypto was a scam, and he was replaced with Malpass from the Treasury, who wrote the executive order. Also, he sits on the board of UBS, Ripple partner. Plans within plans. Now, something else I thought that was kind of interesting, guys. I did a video on this. Pleased to appoint Kant as a new World Bank Group Managing Director. Now, she's actually going to be the first female Managing Director, and she is from India. And the reason that is significant, guys, because if you recall, India has the highest remittances at $79 billion in 2018. And, guys, I forgot to start it with this.
Cryptocurrencies are here forever.
Here forever. This is the CEO of Yes Bank in India, Ripple partner. So clearly, guys, you see the deck is being stacked for India and Ripple, and we have the video where it ties to Ripple regionals that just passed in India, where they say all banks in India will be X-Current partners. Now, X-Current to me is as good as X-Rapid, because X-Current 2.0 is X-Rapid. They're going to use X-Current because they can legally allow to use that, while regulation laws are being drafted to use the greatest digital asset ever created. Now, something else really jumped out at me here, guys. If you recall, now what's weird here is IMF has now, World Bank has Kant, and so basically right here, Indian American Gita will become the next International Monetary Fund chairperson. So she's basically going to be the first Indian chairperson at the IMF. Now we got Kant, who's going to be the first, here it is right. Indian-born Gita will be the IMF's first woman chief economist. Wow. And we also got, who is Ashley Kant, first woman appointed as the CFO of the World Bank. So we got the first woman, Kant, from India as the CFO of the World Bank. And then we got Indian Gita, who will be IMF's first woman chief economist. And guess what, guys? India has the highest remittances at $79 billion.
Cryptocurrencies are here forever.
Here forever, clearly. Now, one thing I want to highlight, guys, is this right here. Now, this is very interesting. I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Unbearable Guy 123. Basically says Dave Malpass, World Bank, Kant, State Bank of India. State Bank of India. Now, she is from the State Bank of India. Right here is Kant is the managing director of the State Bank of India, was appointed as MD, Chief Financial Officer, CFO of the World Bank on Friday. After her appointment, she has become the first woman CFO of the World Bank. Wow. Can you see the plans within plans clearly unfolding here? Now, back to this picture really quick, guys. I want to highlight this picture. Very interesting scenario here. This is what I said when this picture first came out, with the 2396 on the Swift picture from the Christmas picture, which I said led back to this also. I did a video on this. 2396 meant the advances for payments and compliance in foreign laws, rent in foreign countries, tuition, public utilities, and pay supplies of armed forces of friendly and foreign countries. Now, what it is, guys, is they pay for, supplies, they pay for services. But the thing is, guys, if you recall the Pentagon article where $1 trillion went missing from the Pentagon because their poor record keeping. It was the first audit in history at the Pentagon, and $1 trillion went missing. So basically, under this compliance rule 2396, payments for compliance, basically they need a better way to keep track of the money. So I said 2396 actually led back to this code, which led back to the Pentagon, which led back to lost money. But some people said other. I don't know. It's good to see somebody finally says the same thing. U.S. government military to use XRP. This is how the internet started out and became mainstream. Basically, the internet's we always know the military starts with the internet. They always have all the technology first, and they need a better way to pay for services, pay their armed forces, pay their friendly and foreign countries. Very interesting scenario. While most often used in defense contracting, the BOE can be used in any department of the federal government within the United States. So DOD and the BOE presented the acceptance are regulated by the Defense Contract Audit Agency, DCAA, Defense Contract Management. So wow. So basically, guys, like I said, with the Pentagon, just Google it, Pentagon audit, $1 trillion missing. We need a better accounting system. And now, two birds, one stone. Like Bearable Guy likes to highlight. And I truly do believe two birds, one stone. SBI, State Bank of India, or So It Begins, or Bank of International Settlements. Wow. Bearable Guy's amazing. So what do you guys think? Do you guys see plans with them plans? Or what do you guys think about Malpass actually being an advisor on UBS funds? Very interesting scenario here. They're fully aware of the standard, that's for sure. Okay, guys, the CKJ coin will come down right now. Smash that coin to subscribe to the channel. Plans within plans within plans within plans. Much love. Mahalo.